All right, dudes, last time we were out here with this guy, the AEA Megalodon 58 caliber I just purchased from Terry Fox Air Power, had some issues with it. Inconsistent velocity as well as inconsistent point of impact. Reached out to Terry and he said that there's a good chance that the decocking handle, that physical bolt that says S and F on the side of the gun, could be rubbing against the receiver and causing an interference that would stop the hammer from correctly hitting the valve pin. Now I was kind of skeptical at first, right? It's a brand new gun. It shouldn't do this. It shouldn't need this. But then I pulled off the bolt handle and this is what I found. Sure enough, rub mark on the bolt handle. I don't know if you guys can see that, but rub mark on the bolt handle, as well as a rub mark on the receiver itself. So I do think that this could definitely be part of what my issue was. Problem with removing this is now I don't have a way to decock the rifle, right? I have to keep this in my pocket to be able to decock it as a tool. But I'd like to go ahead and develop a more long-term solution for this. I think it's going to involve grinding down this bolt handle. But once again, it's kind of a raunchy feeling to have to do that on a brand new rifle. Now today I've got some different magazines out here. I wanted to go ahead and test these Big Bad Extendos. They hold 9, they do lock you out, and they are more readily available than the standard factory ones. So I wanted to go ahead and check these guys out. I've got 2 styles of ammunition. I've got the solids as well as the hollow skirts. And just by the weight in my hand, I can tell that this is definitely the hollow skirt one, and this one over here, definitely the solids. Let's just get right into it and see if our velocity is cool. Does the big tank have more than this? I hate how the cold absolutely murders my tanks. Lost 900 PSI in a small tank just from the temp. 3,700 PSI, that's where we get to mess with today. I do the best that I can, man, but when you get out here in these freezing temperatures, it's just hard. Let's go with these lighter ones first. These are going to be the hollow skirt variety. As you can see, I've got this front rail section here that used to be up here, moved to the back, and that's actually what's acting as the mag well to keep everything in place with this magazine. All right. Works good. Set it in here for stability. Use my iron sight. Oh shit, my ears. .742. I definitely blinked and I don't know where I hit. I definitely blinked and I don't know where I hit. That's a bad start to this test, and I want to give you boys the absolute best I possibly can, considering the tanks are already low from the cold as it is. Let's go ahead and get an optic on there, throw a quick, super quick Ninja Quick bore sight on this thing, and see if we can't get some grouping out of it. Super responsive. CV Life finally did a good job with this, man. They nailed this shit. I should be drilling bullseyes with that. I did not see where I went, but 724. .755. I don't know where I'm hitting. This is not going well. This is the same kind of inaccuracy problem I was having last time. But I'm definitely shooting projectiles. You know what I mean? I'm sending projectiles. I'm just not seeing impacts. That time it went really low. 740. Magazine's working, gun's working, everything's working, except the accuracy. 723. I just do not know what the f is going on with my accuracy. Double check the bore sight. Dude, the bore sight versus the scope says this should be dead on. Is the scope broken? I have no idea. I think that in times like these, sometimes you just gotta rage quit at $1 a shot. And now I have to use my tool to decock it. That sucks, bro. So way more stable and consistent velocity, but I do not know what is going on with this barrel. Because it should have accuracy, dude. All right, dudes. Well, I did find some ammo here, and it looks like it's wadded up pretty good. So I'm making power, but for whatever reason, my scope is way off. So I have a bigger target out there now, just so I can see if it's still grouping and it's a bore sighter issue, or if it's actually a broken scope issue. Let's see what we do. Still right around 3,600 tethered PSI at this point. Gonna go ahead and move to our solids, which should be moving considerably slower. $714, and that was better. $650. Wow, 698. $709. $716. $705. $687. Being very deliberate with the action right now, because these are just huge chunks of lead, right? You got to be real deliberate to get that thing in the breech. Whew. $693. Last shot. $635. Are you guys getting better accuracy with your 58 caliber Megalodon than I'm getting with mine? Because I seriously, like, if this is the accuracy that I'm supposed to get from my 58 caliber Megalodon, let's go ahead and pull the mag out. See what we can do here. Locked out, emptied out, yellow follower showing you that where you ought to be. Reinstall the key that lets you decock it for safety. Man. Totally sucks to me. I had such high hopes for this thing, bro. I bought the biggest one for you guys. Like I spent actual physical money. This is not a donated gun. This is money that I spent out of my pocket to try and get the biggest and baddest and best one. But it seems like brute force just is not making up for the finesse or precision that the other calibers definitely had. The 50 caliber that I test drove from Bluegrass Big Bore was significantly more of a precision machine. All right, dudes, last test I want to go ahead and do. Now that we're on the paper and we're getting consistent shot velocity, I'm going to actually go ahead and see if these Super 6 Sabots that we got here, if faster makes it better. We're going to find out right now. Does faster make more accuracy? This is where we're at with it. I'm going to try these Sabots and see if the Sabots going more quickly now that we have constant power make a difference for us. Let's replace that target. Close enough. Cool blue ammo going in the breech. Cycling the same as any factory ammo. Same point of aim. (1,102 feet per second), and the shit was exactly where I was aiming. What is the problem? .644. There's no way I hit the same spot. It's probably way off to the left or something. 1099. What's happening? So it looks like these Sabots should be taller because they kind of rim lock a little bit. .1098 duplicate. Works good that time. .774. So there was a weird velocity that time. See, now I don't know where these are going. 641. It was going so cool. And now I have no idea once again. So random. What is the fucking problem? (1,108 feet per second that time. Keep losing this guy. Lost the battery in this camera. Yo. So we're having problems all over the place. This is the result that we just got from those Sabots. We were pellet on pellet, pellet on pellet, pellet on pellet, pellet on pellet. I was making good hits, boom, boom. Couple of flyers, but this camera gave me shit, and it looks like 100% I just dropped another Megalodon on the ground. Good job. Good job, bro. .1110. .1120. I'm just gonna go ahead and run through a bunch more ammunition based on. Oh shit! I have to decock it. All right. Ears, Praying all my cameras play nice with me. Fresh targets, extendo mags in the breech. $1057. Not good with that one. 1116. $1134. $1054. $1102. Smell that burning plastic of the Sabots? $1059, pretty much better grouping than we've had all day long. $1106. $1103. $1453. That was some velocity for the very last shot. Honestly, not only are the extendos working, but those Sabots performed better than we saw pretty much anything perform all day long. I know that we had some problems with the cameras, but after 14 years on YouTube, you're just gonna have to believe me or maybe unsubscribe. Definitely one of those things where even though this is not the most consistent, it was the most consistent that we saw all day long. It doesn't mind 1100 FPS. If we can get the external diameter right and then make sure that that pellet stays inside that exterior sabot, it is an effective projectile, and we did see that in this test. Alright guys, it's the day after the range, and I really wanted to go over a few key pieces of evidence that I think need to be zeroed in on to really get this thing right. First off, there's a lot of kinetic motion going on up here with that pump handle, and there's no band of any type supporting that barrel to keep it in the same position that it starts out at the beginning of the shot cycle. That's one thing I definitely did want to go ahead and address, and I took care of that for you guys. Check this out. Now what we've gone ahead and done for you guys in true MACABESPEED style, adding that fiber optic post as well as that front support that I think that this gun desperately needs, it's going to be a really good upgrade for you guys. It's super cheap, didn't have to spend a lot of money on it, and I think that it eliminates one more variable as far as the barrel whip on this specific platform being eliminated from our pot of problems, right? I don't want to end up having problems with this forever. It's kind of cool. The single bead sight up here actually comes up above and lines up right in the middle of these two bumps on the rear Picatinny rail. And they do kind of give you a way to go ahead and center it. Now obviously this is being used mostly as a support, but the added benefit of the fiber optic, really cool thing for you guys. Also added a bottle insulator so that I can go ahead and try and keep the cold temperatures from robbing me of my shot count when I'm in the field filming for you boys, and hopefully get it down to an untethered shot string as well. One thing I wanted to do also is eliminate the CV Life optic that I had on here previously and go to the best scope that I have in my arsenal. The Discovery Opt ED glass version optic that I got recently is going to be an excellent test mule for this platform because I expect really good things from them. It's kind of a pricey scope as far as my own budget is concerned, and it seems a little bit higher end than the CV Life we've been working with. Hopefully, if we work this problem with enough diligence, we'll go ahead and get to the end of the road as far as success with accuracy and power with the 58 caliber Megalodon. This would be a great place to go ahead and end today's episode, but if you like today's episode, give it a thumbs up. you want to see more content like this, make sure you subscribe for more with that notifications button so you can stay current on the channel as well as when these videos come out. If you really like this video, make sure you share it so somebody else can see it, and I'll catch you boys in the next one.